Imagine you're at a party surrounded by people, music playing in the background. You're laughing, nodding, engaging in small talk. But deep down, you feel a strange disconnection. You wonder, am I really being myself? Or am I just playing a role to fit in? This isn't just a party scenario, it's a life for many of us. We dance to the rhythm of expectations, trying to be nice, agreeable, and likable. But what if I told you that this dance, the dance of niceness, might be leading you away from your true self? I'm Roach, Mark Roach. Welcome to Transcendent, my YouTube channel, where I bring a perspective formed from a journey around the world through life and crossing a wide spectrum of human experience from high to low. As most people in American society would define them, this channel is all about inspiring common people to find their power. Let's get one thing straight. Kindness is beautiful. It's the warmth on a cold day and the light in dark times. But there's a difference, a big one, between being kind and being nice. Kindness comes from the heart. It's genuine and selfless. Niceness, well, that's often just a mask that we wear to keep the peace or to meet expectations. It's about playing a role society has handed us since childhood. The nice guy or the nice girl. We're told it's the key to success, love, and respect. But here's the question. How often has being overly nice left you feeling unseen or unappreciated? How many times have you said yes when every part of you wanted to scream no? How often have you swallowed your truth just to avoid conflict? This is what I call the trap of niceness. It's subtle but powerful, a quiet erasure of your own needs and boundaries. And here's the kicker. It doesn't even work. Being nice doesn't guarantee love or respect. In fact, it can do the opposite. When you prioritize niceness over authenticity, you send a message to the world that your feelings and opinions are less important than others' comfort. Guess what? The world notices. But this isn't just about how others see us, it's about how we see ourselves. Every time we choose niceness over authenticity, we chip away at our self-respect. We teach ourselves that our true selves aren't worthy of expression. Now, some of you might be thinking, but isn't it selfish to put myself first? And my answer is, what if it is? What if selfishness, real selfishness, isn't about trampling over others, but about honoring your own existence? Think about that for a second. Here's an analogy. When you're on an airplane and they go over safety instructions, what do they say about oxygen masks? Put yours on first before helping others. Why? Because you can't help anyone else if you're suffocating yourself. It's simple but profound wisdom. So how do we break free from this trap of niceness? It starts with one small yet revolutionary act. Saying no. Saying no to things that drain you. No to obligations that don't serve you. No to relationships that don't respect you. Saying no is an act of self-love and self-respect. It's drawing a line in the sand saying, this is where I begin and this is where I end. It's recognizing that your time and energy are precious resources, not infinite ones, and choosing to invest them wisely. And here's the paradox. When you start saying no to things that don't align with your true self, you create space for your wholehearted yeses to relationships that actually nourish you, work that fulfills you, and experiences that resonate with your soul. Now, I know that some of you are thinking, but won't people dislike me if I stop being nice all the time? Maybe some will. But ask yourself this: do you want to be liked for a persona or a fakeness? Or do you want to be loved for who you truly are? The truth is, when you stop being nice and start being real, some people might leave your life, and that's okay, because those people who loved your mask, those are the people that loved this fakeness, this mask, and not the real you, and not your real face of who you are. And here's another secret: they respect authenticity far more than they respect niceness. When you honor your own boundaries and stand firm in your truth, you give others permission to do the same. You create space for honesty and genuine interaction, things that are far more valuable than superficial niceness. Now, let me be clear. This isn't about becoming unkind or inconsiderate. It's about balance. It's about compassion for others without abandoning compassion for yourself. Think of yourself as the protagonist in your own story. Would anyone want to read a book where the main character constantly sacrifices their happiness for others? Where they never stand up for themselves or pursue their dreams? That would be an unsatisfying story. So why live one? It's time to rewrite the script and to step into the role of hero in your own life story. And sometimes being the hero means being the villain in someone else's narrative. It means disappointing people or making choices they don't understand or approve of. But remember this: their reactions are not your responsibility. Living your truth is. This journey from niceness to authenticity isn't easy. It won't happen overnight, but it starts with small steps. The next time someone asks something of you that doesn't feel right, pause it before automatically saying yes. Check in with yourself. How does this request make me feel? What would saying yes cost me? In time? What would it cost me in energy? Or what would it cost me in peace? If it doesn't align with your true self, then say no. At first, this might feel uncomfortable, even scary, but discomfort is often a sign of growth. Over time, though, you'll notice changes. You'll have more energy because you're not constantly depleting yourself for others. More time because obligations aren't filling every moment. Deeper connections. You'll have deeper connections because they're built on authenticity, not pretense. And perhaps most importantly, you'll feel better about yourself because living authentically brings freedom. The freedom to stretch out into who we truly are without contorting ourselves into shapes dictated by societal expectations. Now, some might argue, what about compassion? What about helping others? Well, true compassion comes from fullness, not depletion. And prioritizing self-care allows us more capacity for genuine generosity, not forced niceness born out of obligation. So here's my challenge: stop being nice. Stop being the nice guy. Stop sacrificing truth on altars built by others' comfort zones. Stop dimming lights so others shine brighter. Stop shrinking selves into spaces too small for who we truly are. Instead, be real. Be authentic. Be unapologetically you. Will it ruffle feathers? Probably. But remember, comfort stifles growth, And those ruffled feathers signify wings spreading wide enough to finally take flight toward the freedom that you can only find through living authentically. So let me summarize some things I've mentioned in this video. Number one, many people confuse kindness with niceness, and they're fundamentally different. Number two, niceness often leads us away from authenticity by prioritizing others' needs over our own. Number three, saying no creates space for your genuine yeses, aligning with personal truths. Four, authenticity fosters deeper connections while also inspiring respect from others. Five, living authentically requires courage, but brings unparalleled freedom and fulfillment. I'm Mark Roach, wishing all of you nothing less than your truest self and all the best.